Yeah, welcome to another episode of DBA TV. And today we're talking about, one of the video I did recently, I talked about who say you cannot compete in the export market, who say that you cannot compete in the export market. So in this video, what I intend to do is to show you, I'll first of all show you commodity. This will be in a series of 2-3 episodes. First of all, I want to show you a series of exportable product from Nigeria. First of all, I want to show you the product for which Nigeria is the top producer and their harvest season. The product for which Nigeria is the top producer and their harvest season. Now, after I've done that, then I will now show you what each state in Nigeria have to offer for the export market. What each state in Nigeria have to offer for the export market. Then after I've done that, then we will now go through exportable product from Nigeria. Exportable product from Nigeria. Then after I've done that, I will now go to. Then after I've done that, I will now go to what Nigeria exported in 2022. What Nigeria exported in 2022. So, can we go ahead now and see? Number one thing I want to show you is product for which Nigeria is the largest producer and the harvest season. Product for which Nigeria is the largest producer and among the largest producer and the harvest season. Look at this. Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava, and this is from Trijan Index Mundi online. Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava. The largest producer of cassava in the world, 60 million tons in a year, about 25% of world production. Nigeria is the largest producer of yam in the world, 50 million tons per annum, 74% of world production. Nigeria is the 13th largest producer of maize, 12 million tons per annum, 1% of the world production. Nigeria is the 4th largest producer of fresh vegetable, 6.8 million tons per annum, 2.29% of the world production. Nigeria is the 2nd largest producer of sorghum in the world, 6.4 million tons per annum, 10.85% of the world production. Nigeria is the 14th largest producer of rice in the world, 5.5 million tons per annum, about 1% of the world production. Nigeria is the 3rd largest producer of peanut in the world, granite, 4.5 million tons per annum, 8.41% of the world production. Nigeria is the 11th largest producer of tomato in the world, 3.7 million tons per annum, 6.58% of the world production. 1.98% of the world production. Nigeria is the 4th largest producer of millet in the world. 4th largest producer of millet in the world. 2 million tons per annum, 6.58% of the world production. Nigeria is the 8th largest producer of pineapple in the world. These are all exportable products in the world. These are all exportable products in the world. Nigeria is the 8th largest producer of pineapple in the world. 1.5 million tons per annum, 5.4% of the world production. Nigeria is the 5th largest producer of palm oil in the world. Indonesia and Malaysia are top, controlling more than 75% of the world export. Nigeria is the 5th largest producer, 1.4 million tons per annum, 2.09% of the world production. Nigeria is the 12th largest producer of mango in the world. 894,000 metric tons per annum, 1.63% of the world production. Nigeria is the 6th largest producer of pawpaw in the world. 877,000 tons per annum, 6.32% of the world production. Nigeria is the 2nd largest producer of ginger in the world. 734,000 tons per annum, 16.99% of the world production. Nigeria is the 16th largest producer of soya beans in the world. 600,000 metric tons per annum, 0.17% of the world production. And soya beans, by the way, has a very, very huge demand in the world. More than 60 billion. Soya beans export is actually more than cashew nut, plus cocoa, plus ginger, plus gum arabic, plus sesame seed, all them put together. Cashew nut, soya beans volume, demand alone is more than all of them. How about cocoa? Nigeria is the 3rd largest producer of cocoa in the world, about 340,000 metric tons per annum, about 10% of the world production, 9.5% precisely. Nigeria is the 13th largest producer of rubber in the world, 148,000 metric tons per annum, about 1% of the world production. Nigeria is the 13th largest producer of cashew nut in the world, about 100,000 metric ton production per annum, and 2.97% of the world production. Do you notice something in this? That Nigeria, now this production, Nigeria has 3 disadvantages. Number 1, more than 70% of our farmers are peasants. Number 2, Nigeria has not used up to half of the arable land. Nigeria has not used up to half of the arable land. Number 3, Nigeria has about more than 30-40% post-harvest losses. We have not used up to half. Most of the farmers are not mechanized. We have a lot of post-harvest losses, and based on what is being captured, look at what Nigeria is. Imagine when Nigerian people, businesses, and particularly the government take agri seriously and not diversifying the country or the diversify by mouth, but diversifying in deed. Imagine what Nigeria is capable of doing. Imagine what Nigeria is capable of doing. This is so important. Each time I look at this data, it gets me excited. It gets me excited because it gives me an idea of what Nigeria is capable of doing. There are some products here that if you can just take them seriously, for example, palm oil, for example, the demand for palm oil is huge. It's huge. I think it's more than $30 billion. I've told you, cocoa, you know the product focus on cocoa, cashew, ginger. You know all those regular products we focus on, their market size is not even up to 20 billion. Corn alone will swallow all of them up. Soya beans alone will swallow all of them up. Palm oil will swallow all of them up. It's high time we begin to focus on other important products that Nigeria has what it takes to export. And I'm making information available to you so you know this is the volume of what we have. All these products are exportable products in different demand and volume around the world, but some of them Nigeria is not able to export profitably because we have not been able to solve the problem of how to export these products in such a manner that we will export them profitably. Either because we don't have improved variety to increase the yield per hectare, because the cost of production of these products are really very high. Let me move to the second part of this particular video because of time. I always want to keep it short. And this one, I'm looking at harvest season. You want to export product from Nigeria and you want to know what is the harvest season you should consider. We are currently in September. We are entering the major period where product are exported in Nigeria. Ginger, the season starts around November. Some will say October. Now, this harvest season can have 1 month or 2 difference. It's just to give you an idea of the time. So you have an idea of, okay, if I want to export this product, when should I be looking at getting the product? When should I be looking at considering export of the product? Ginger, from November through to April, November this year to April, May of the next year. Sesame seed, November, December of this year to June, July of the next year. Hibiscus, November, December of this year to January, February of the next year. Does not mean you cannot get the product afterwards, but that's when they harvest it. You can then get it afterwards. Shea nut, June, July, August, September, and to October. Gum arabic, from October this year to around June next year. Groundnut, August, September. Remember, I said there can be variation in this. Cashew nut, from January, February to around May, June. Garlic, from July to August. Yam, August, September, October, November, December. Soya bean, September, October, November. Cocoa is in 2 parts. There is what is called the main crop, which is around September, October, November, December, and January. And we have the mid crop, which is around April, May, June. Then we have rubber from October, November this year to around April, May next year. And then coffee from November, December this year to around March the following year. This is just to give you an overview. So what I've done in this video is to show you the major item in the world, the exportable product that Nigeria produces that Nigeria is the largest producer, and their harvest season. I hope this video has been of immense benefit and blessing to you. You might want to drop your comment. What do you think about this video? Which other video would you want us to do in future? Subscribe if you are just stopping by for the first time. Like the video, share, drop a comment. Also remember to click on the notification bell so you know when next we come live on this video. Before I close, let me say something about one of the things we are trying to do on this channel. We believe strongly that export is what will make Africa to be able to grow. Export is needed for Africa to be able to grow. And we realize that many people don't have a good understanding of what it's all about, and particularly what they can export, which is why we have done this video. And this week, like I said when I started, this video will be in series. And watch out for the next video. I'm hoping that it will be able to contribute nicely to what you know about what you can export from Nigeria. My name is Dela Imibo, and I'm your export doctor, and I'm signing out. Thank you very much for stopping by. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.